Hi guys. We are here today to talk about Brianna K. I am kind of lost for words right now, and I shouldn't be laughing, but she did this to herself. So I'm going to bring you guys up to speed on kind of what's being talked about. A lot of this is going on over on the Gossip Bakery, which I don't frequent, but it's a forum. You know, it's same idea of people sharing their opinions on any other social media platform. It's just another place where people talk about YouTubers, influencers, and whatever else they talk about over there. I haven't really talked about Brianna K in a while, and this whole situation really reminds me kind of someone like who is experiencing their wild and crazy youth days, but it's an adult and whatever with that. But Brianna K lost a big sponsorship because she made a fool of herself at Disney. I first want to talk about influencers that think they're above the rules. I see this so often. Influencers and YouTubers who think that rules don't apply to them, laws don't apply to them. They have status and some of them fame, and they think that they can run around and just do whatever the hell they want to do. Brianna K recently was at Disney World, and y'all know how I feel about Disney adults. It's a little weird to me, but if that's something that you enjoy doing, go for it. But I think most people that like Disney also go to Disney World and like follow the rules and don't act like a fool. I think most of them realize that it's a privilege, because there are a lot of people who would love to go to Disney and they just don't have the money to. Brianna K is sitting here in a position of privilege, going to a place where a lot of people would never be able to go, like in their lifetime. Number two, it was a sponsored trip. So any money that she did spend on this trip was, number one, minimal. Number two, a write-off. So she decides to go to Magic Kingdom and go in with a personal cup of wine, and that's not allowed. So rule breaking number one. Number two, she can't handle her alcohol. So she's in the Magic Kingdom drinking out of her personal cup, which she's not supposed to have. Number two, acting like a damn fool, screaming, yelling, saying that they're going to do backflips and handsprings and all of this kind of crazy stuff because her girlfriend reached 30,000 Instagram followers.
Paul and I are the only two people walking into Magic Kingdom right now.
Do you hear Paula giggling and screaming? And they're on a work trip, right? This is work for them. This trip was sponsored by Small World Vacations. How did she get that red Solo cup in Magic Kingdom? Have you ever seen Magic Kingdom serve wine in a red Solo cup?
And it's open till 1.
She's slurring her words.
I'll tag my lip color.
Bree said her lip color is wine, and she showed her Solo cup full of red wine. And on the screen it says, "Why are we walking into Magic Kingdom at 12:02 a.m.?" And she tags Paula.
You did not. No, you did not. No, you did not. Show me, show me, show me. Ah! Let me see, let me see.
So Brianna K acts like a fool on this sponsored trip and loses the brand deal because of it. And a lot of people are talking over on the Gossip Bakery. And I want to talk about her new boyfriend. Because out of all of this, yeah, I can say, oh, well, you know, Brianna K got what she deserved, like whatever. I don't think that you should be sponsored if you're going to be going to these places and not only breaking the rules, but also acting like a fool because you can't handle your alcohol. And you're in this period of time where it's like, are you trying to go back to how you would have acted in your early 20s by breaking rules and acting like a fool when you're drinking alcohol. Like, what's the whole point of this? The thing I find really interesting is her new boyfriend Brad has chimed in on this. Now, Brad was anonymous, like we didn't know his name for a while, and she has officially announced him, and I automatically thought of Malibu's Most Wanted, B-Rad, and that's how I'm remembering his name right now. So his name is Brad, and he is over on the Gossip Bakery. And that's one of the more interesting things of this entire situation to me, is not so much Brianna K losing a sponsorship or showing everybody that she acts like a fool when she gets some wine in her, but that her boyfriend is on gossip forums that are talking about Brianna K. He left one post, and of course I'll throw it up for you guys, but he left a post saying, oh yeah, the whole thing with the wine, she heard about it from me too. Almost as if like he scolded her for her foolish behavior, which I found a little interesting. But he's over there defending Bree, saying that the people on the forums are obsessed, when he's taking all this time out of his day to write paragraphs. And I'm not talking about a one-time thing. Like, he frequents the Gossip Bakery. But I want to talk about that part for a second, because if you're an everyday person and you start dating a YouTuber or an influencer who has a pretty big audience, why would you even think to go to a gossip forum? Whether it was to defend them or to read about them or see what's going on, for me, that would not be one of the things that I would do in the first year of our relationship. It seems a little, is he like a double agent? Is he playing both sides? Is he just simply trying to make sure that people don't say anything about her? Because, dude, welcome to the internet. Like, the land of opinions, the land of people enjoying gossip and talking and giving unsolicited opinions. Like, that's just what the internet is. And your girlfriend has made her life on the internet. She has that house and all the notoriety and able to basically work at home and go on these sponsored trips because she put her life online. And as far as him finding the Gossip Bakery of all the different sites, a lot of people know about Reddit. They obviously know about the social media platforms, but correct me if I'm wrong, but the Gossip Bakery for me was only something that I learned about once I started covering YouTubers. I didn't know that it was out there. I didn't know it existed, and maybe I'm just stupid, which is fine too. But it's not one of those like well-known sites to me. But I find it really interesting that he's over there trying to like defend her and say that the people on Gossip Bakery are obsessed. Like, I don't know, maybe there is a few that are watching her every move, but for the most part, it's just people that see things that they disagree with, share their opinions, and then go on to the next thing. I find it so disingenuous when people want to get upset at the platform that made them. You decided to put all your shit on YouTube. You decided to have babies on YouTube and share their lives and share your life and share every in and out of what was going on. And you like the internet until you don't. But if it wasn't for the internet, then you wouldn't be working at home right now, and you probably wouldn't be living this, very comfortable lifestyle, and you damn sure wouldn't be going to Disney on a sponsored brand deal that now you fuck that all up, and that's history. Small World's Vacation, which was the company that was sponsoring her and has now broken their relationship with Brianna, would not have even known of her if she wasn't an influencer. YouTuber Headlines actually said something that I really agreed with, because she covered this as well. And why don't these companies start sponsoring like families that can't afford to go to Disney? Or they can't, like, they have some money to go, but they might have issues paying for their hotel. Why don't you sponsor people like that? And I know that everything is advertising, clicks, views, engagement. I understand that part of it, but even if they could do like a 50-50 blend of influencers and then also just families that would love to go and they just can't because money is tight. Brie is someone who really likes to keep people guessing. She claims that she doesn't like when these forums talk about her and all of that kind of stuff, but she will literally do stuff knowing that people are going to talk about it. And again, that just comes down to internet culture. Some of these influencers feed into it more than others do. But stop getting so... It's the fake outrage against the literal platform that put you in the place you are now. These people that are talking about you on Gossip Bakery were most likely fans of yours at one point in time. They probably watched everything and they liked your videos and left comments. And they either started to feel completely unappreciated or didn't like something that you said or did. Like, do you think that these random people just come across Brianna K and decide, hey, I don't like her? Maybe one or two of them, but for the most part, these are people who fully supported her until they didn't. Last thing I want to say in this video is I want to talk about the word stalking for a few minutes, because stalking is such a serious issue that a lot of people are plagued with in their life, where they either have a crazy ex or a friend or maybe just a casual encounter that turns into a stalking situation. And I see these YouTubers throwing around the word stalking so easily. Oh, you're obsessed. You're stalking me. I've been accused of stalking Alicia Doherty. I don't appreciate taking in your content that you're putting out, things that you're saying on websites, videos that you're putting out, comments that you're putting out there, random posts. People that are taking in that are not obsessed. You decided to say it. The internet reacts. Some people have channels, others don't. That's okay. But to watch someone's videos and see what they're commenting or read random posts and stuff, that has nothing to do with stalking anybody. That is a consumer of internet culture. Stalking can turn deadly, obviously, so you guys don't need a history lesson on that. But stalking is so scary, and being harassed is so scary. From now on, if a YouTuber wants to come out and say, oh, I'm being stalked by these people on the internet, I want hardcore proof and evidence shown that somebody is literally stalking you and finding out information that they shouldn't be able to find out about you. And I'm not talking about, just Googling someone and seeing, what information pops up. I want proof and evidence that you are actually being stalked and harassed. Not, oh, somebody knows too much about me, but they gathered all their info off of videos that I have put out. Like that's not stalking. I am so tired of the word stalking being thrown around so easily. And maybe I'm a little salty too about the word stalking being used on, quote, critics or people that don't like you, because I watch so much true crime. I consume a lot of true crime stuff, and I see these stories of people that were actually stalked, And having someone online that doesn't like you is not stalking. That is not what stalking is at all. And so from now on, if Alicia Doherty or family vloggers or anyone on the internet wants to say, hey, I'm being stalked, I'm going to need to see some video evidence, some kind of like paper trail of how this person was actually stalking you. And I'm not talking about just watching the crap that you put out. I think it's one thing to have like a love-hate thing with the internet, because I kind of have that sometimes too. But to sit there and just say that people are obsessed and, oh, these people don't like me, they're obsessed and they're creepy stalkers. Like, can you show me some proof? Because I'd like to see it. I hope you guys are well. Lots going on, lots of moving pieces, and wow, the internet can be a really crazy place sometimes. It really can be. But either way, I think that's going to be it for now. Tell me what you think about Brianna K. Tell me what you think about her, drinking wine at Magic Kingdom, acting a fool. Tell me how you feel about her losing the sponsorship. Tell me how you also feel about these companies sponsoring influencers. And let's try to get some, like, quote, normal, I hate the word normal, but families that are not on social media and don't have millions of followers. Why not try to help them instead, at least part of the time? I think that would kind of be a good way to even out the playing field. And these influencers can afford to go to Disney. They can afford to go on cruises and go on these trips. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But either way, I think that's going to be it for now. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.